boys on the TV screen talking about that bourbon and them other shiny things. The smoke hangs heavy around the room, the glasses start to clink. My trouble's drifting down the drain, I try my best not to think. Just the sound of my good buddies laughing at the joke. The stories flowing from our lips beneath the bourbon smoke. Yeah, the Thursday night blues are calling my name. Pour another glass, put out the work week's flame. Got the boys on the TV screen talking about that bourbon and them other shiny things. Some folks chase the money, some chase a different kind of thrill. But all I want on a Thursday night is to let this old heart be still. Just a little bit of amber liquid and a few good souls to share. Knowing come tomorrow morning we'll still be standing there. Yeah, the Thursday night blues are calling my name. Pour another glass, put out the work week's flame. Got the boys on the TV screen talking about that bourbon and them other shiny things. Yeah, Bourbon and Ballz, pouring out that bourbon till the bottle's gone. And the Friday sun rises. That's a Thursday night blue. I'm drinking with my friends. Yeah, we know it's early, but we can't wait for the weekend. We're in a hurry, cause we're thirsty again, but we're not worried when we're saying what we mean and what we meant. Honest camaraderie is something like the lottery. So all I ask and all I need are years of making memories. So keep on chasing highs, it's so damn easy, don't think twice. Chasing highs. Another birthday and you spotted some gray ends, but nothing changes cause you know how Thursdays spend. You had the worst day and you needed time to vent, so you call the boys up and you'll see them there at 8. Honestly, camaraderie is something like the lottery. So all I ask.
Oh my God, that's Weller. Knows that. Good God. Man, he just something died. Holy
That's bad. What did they feed him today, dude? I thought you. Oh,
good. You can't even breathe in here. Oh, that's gonna throw a nosing off. Oh my God, I can't even.
I can reach out. That could be one of our things we do. You know, we're talking about doing these commercials or these ads or these videos for these different products. I can reach out to a manufacturer that makes it today, get one, and you do the video, and sit there and go, oh. I'm riding the bike and going.
With the glitter in my hand. I'm starting to become immune to press. This doesn't even bother me anymore.
That's right.
Oh. I'm like, that smells pretty good.
Yeah, we know it's early, but we can't wait for the weekend. Let's get on with the show with you all, with our friends from Bourbon and Ballz. Enjoy the show and have a great weekend. Hey! Keep on chasing highs.
There's shit everywhere. Okay.
Check. Go to the audio settings, see if we got something.
How about now?
Nope.
Still nothing.
I don't know. Check. No, we're not. We're good.
We're getting some.
We should have sound now.
Yep. All right. Good.
Holy
Good.
Moses. All right. So we should have warned you guys last week. So here's what's going on. You know what? It's funny. They didn't hear what I first said.
No.
So we're good now.
All right. I can repeat it.
No, don't. No, because you wonder why I said it for. And now we don't have to worry about it because
Oh.
I never said it.
No, I can.
No.
So just to explain to everybody, we're got a new setup. We're working on something. We decided to do it 2 hours before the show started.
what?
We got to make it interesting, you
We
know.
had plenty of time to do it.
Yeah. So we got Tyler over here on his own table, computer, microphone.
So Tyler can mic in.
Yep. So add an
Tyler,
extra
you want to
camera.
show
Let's see if we can do this. I hope it don't blow up. So share it. Add him to the stage.
Say
There you
that
are.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
All right.
So, all right. So I think we were not laughing at you. Well, you were laughing at us. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. We were actually laughing at what I said. And he said, why did you just say that? Because, wait, anyways.
Come on, let me in.
No, we'll in Google Meets. Okay.
I'll say it.
No. Lord.
Just show it.
Show it. Anyways, all right. We are a little bit off tonight because we were going to try something different, and he just said what we were doing. So give it a couple of weeks. Honestly, we're going to get this thing moving in the right direction. There's some probably some hardware equipment we need to buy.
Yep.
And things will sound better. However, this is going to be Tyler's first. He's producing the show tonight, so you may see me, helping, getting off camera, maybe helping Tyler, but I think he's got it. Honestly, he's got his own microphone and everything, and he's like the Tone Diggs now.
Yeah. No,
Or Ed McMahon.
Chris, no, it would not have been the last show ever, but it probably would have been close.
Yes.
So thank you all for being patient.
Okay, so let's go through the chat. You know what, Tyler? Why don't you do the chat? Because you see everything with you.
All right. Let's have fun tonight.
All right.
All right. How's it going, Patrick Littledew? Let's see. Who else we got?
Real quick. I'm sorry. Let me. This may take a minute because when I think of things, I just want to interrupt people.
Yeah, we know how that is. Just
No super chats tonight. We're gonna try something different. There's a QR code in the top left-hand corner. The way we're looking at it, it's above Jeff's head. Or there is a link tree. There's a link tree in chat. What we're trying to do is I don't know how often we're going to do this. It's just we're trying to, I guess, revenue wise.
well, I mean, YouTube takes 40%.
I know, but
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to do it every time because I do know it's a service that YouTube offers, but we want to do it right now just because we're trying to recover from the barrel pick because we're going to have to pay for shipping here soon.
Yep.
Neither here nor there for you all, but we would greatly appreciate if you guys use the link tree, and that will give you options to PayPal or Venmo, and then Jeff will give the information to Tyler. So, all right, sorry, Tyler, go ahead.
No problem. So we have the Dave Vogelsang. Cheers. Lip Service Crew.
Can everybody hear Tyler? Let's make sure because we got it.
Yes.
He's not on camera, but okay.
Keep on going.
All right. We have Tracy Siliorki. The self-proclaimed old Rick himself, Rick Moreland. We have Stan Sabick. Cheers. Let's see, we have Tamara Adams. Cheers. We have Mike, West Virginia Bourbon Guy. Cheers.
Real quick, Dave's asking about pregame. Can we explain what happened?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was my mistake. Instead of sharing the screen, I deleted it. So that was on me.
So what we're going to do, we're going to run two hashtag games tonight.
Yes.
One will be hashtag Barry, and then we'll run another one, a name to be determined later.
Yes.
But to like Tyler, dude, like what you're running with and what all the different tabs up top. Like,
There's a
it's
lot
not
going
like
on
a
in there.
simple- There is a ton of,
movement.
things going on. So it's not a simple like delete.
Correct. He's learning how to produce his first show, so
Yeah.
we apologize. There's no pregame tonight.
And those that you know, if you know, it would not be possible tonight without a soundboard.
I had to say that.
I did.
Not
did.
only do we have 3 mics, we have
We
4.
got 4 mics now.
If it wasn't because of that soundboard, we would not have 4 mics.
That's right.
All right, very good. Go on.
All right. We have
Or
OG
Terry.
Bob.
Terry.
Cheers. We have David Tenko. Cheers. Elijah Craig. Cheers to you too. There is a lot in
West
chat.
Virginia bourbon guy.
Yep, got him.
Hey, Whitney
we got
Spence.
Harold McAdory.
Oh, hey, Whitney, which, by the way, we're going to get with you soon. I know you invited us, and we're going to actually take you up on it. We'd like to come down and do a barrel pick with you and look at your property. So
Yes.
We'll get with you here before too long.
See, no Mike. Jeff is not in control. It's much worse. Sandy, how you doing? See, I am to be blamed for that one. Snow Baboon, cheers. Let's
See, how about Bob?
Yes. We got the Gandy Road.
Which, by the way, I'm going to see Gandy on Saturday. I'm picking him up. Ooh, what is this, by the way? This is good.
That's Dave McBrayer.
Oh, you
8 year
okay.
bottle and blonde.
Nice random plug, and
Yeah.
didn't know what it was. That's pretty good. No, I'm picking up Gandy Saturday morning. We're going to go pick up the old Rick bottles.
All right.
Bring them back. Our stickers are done.
Have you when they coming in?
They were ready yesterday. I'm gonna go pick them up tomorrow.
Sweet.
Nice.
So we're gonna slap them on the back of the. You know what I found out? I asked them not to put a sticker on the back of the bottle. Legally, they cannot.
They
do that.
can, yeah, yeah.
You got to put it on there.
No.
They cannot put it on the back of the
No,
bottle.
they can't put they can't put. They have to put their sticker on the back of
Yes.
the bottle.
So,
That's
I asked them-
TTV.
and
Yeah.
then if you stick something on the
Then
back,
that's fine.
it's
Correct.
fine.
but they couldn't. I asked them not to do it. They said they're not allowed to. So
Really?
our sticker is big enough. I believe it should cover everything.
Oh my god. Is it like the size of your hand?
The kernel, right there.
Oh yeah.
The kernel.
Big head kernel.
Yeah.
And that was a great. That was a great sticker too, by the way.
That's good.
And I may send Tyler may send you the sticker, and you can shut up on screen at some point. As
pretty
far as the
classic.
back of our
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm picking Gandy up Saturday morning, and we're gonna
You
get the bottles.
measured it out. Make sure you have your proportions, so you don't have to leave any bottles behind.
Measure what out?
Is it all going to fit in your?
Car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you measured it out? No.
Yes, it'll be fine.
Okay. Famous
Yeah,
last
I-
words.
Anyways, all right. Anyways, Gandy, hello.
All right, we have Matt Bykowski. Let's see, Zach McCormick. Cheers. Looks like we have someone possibly new. Dooley.
You came in last week.
Well, cheers. Glad to see you back. We have Dave Renstrom. We
Asian
got
Rob. That's funny.
Frank.
You know. Tom Morrow. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom.
We got Pars Pours.
Yes, I watched this channel the other day. I don't quite get it all just because I'm not a golfer. Oh, which by the way, we're just gonna slide shit in when you know, right?
It's one of them type shows tonight.
Right. So April 9th, by the way, the Masters start. So the week before that, we have another Bourbon and Ballz sporting event, as we call it. Everybody will be assigned two golfers randomly. So there's 80. I looked. There's 88 people in the Masters.
Okay.
So that'd be for the paid Patreon members.
Paid Patreon people.
Yep.
Everybody will get two golfers. Some people will get the same ones just because.
Right.
But we're close enough, and then you're gonna get. I'll announce the prizes later on. I think the main bottle might be in Augusta. Now it's Augusta, Kentucky, even though you get the theme Augusta.
Get it?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're doing what? Top.
I'm doing I think the Augusta 8
Okay.
bottle, the 8-year
Nice.
Augusta. I think by the main prize,
That's a good pick.
and that will be a nice theme to the Masters. And then we'll do some other small prizes for second and third for the golfers.
Love it.
So, anyways, that's coming soon to a. I don't know.
Golf course near you.
Yes, there you go. All right, Tyler, move on. Sorry.
All right, we got Keith Glendon. Cheers.
Keith.
Speaking of Keith, tomorrow we will have a bottle share as well as a sample share. There's going to be some games. I believe it's going to start at
Dude.
8:30.
Dude, it's gonna be fun. I talked to Keith earlier. Those who can make it, make it. And those who I think Keith said the same thing. Like, you don't have to go on there if you don't have a bottle to give, and that's not the point. We're gonna have a segment where people want to share bottles. They'll be entered, those people. But I would invite a lot of people to Google Meets tomorrow night. If you guys have not done it, I think now's your chance to really see what Google Meets is all about. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Keith, thank you very much, buddy. He's got some games for us to play. And I won't say much. I'll let by the way, we're gonna send Keith a link. Sorry, this is all coming to me. we're gonna send Keith a link here in a little while. He's gonna come on around the 9 o'clock hour, and he's gonna talk more about it.
Okay.
I remember. I forgot to tell you that.
Okay.
Live in my brain.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I know. I'll leave that where it is.
It's a scary thought.
So Keith, we'll see you in the 9 o'clock hour, buddy. All right, go ahead, Keith.
All right.
Yeah.
We have Chris Blankenship. Cheers. Let's see.
Did you say hello to the McAdoors?
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason I want to stop there real quick too, as I see things again. The McAdories did their first interview yesterday on Big Bourbon Club. They interviewed the guy from Spillway.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job on interviewing them. I want to give a shout out to them.
Sweet.
Go to the Big Bourbon Club, and I would imagine the replay is in their Bourbon Club app. And it's also on YouTube. They did a YouTube one too,
Cool.
which I was glad to see. I think it was their first live stream they did on YouTube since years ago.
Yeah, because they were doing it on the Mighty app, weren't they?
Yeah, so I'm happy to see. I hope this is a thing that they're going to start doing now. Wednesdays once a month, I think, or something like that. It's called Liquid the Lips.
Liquid the Lips.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's going to be on YouTube now, which is, I got to be honest with you, it's a lot easier for a lot of people to
Yeah.
get to.
Yeah.
But, good job though, McAdories and the rest of the crew over at Big Bourbon Club. So there you go.
All right. Let's see.
The bottom? Is that it?
What's wrong?
Or is it lagging?
It was taking a
It's
second.
lagging.
All right, we got Mr. Richie J. Cheers. We
They're
have
on.
Duran.
Duran's back.
We have John
John
Schenk. Glad to see you in here. Let's see. We got Alan Adams.
Yes, and don't forget tonight's hashtag game is in honor of our guest tonight. It's hashtag Barry. It's real easy to put in the chat.
Yep, and we're not doing the super chat tonight. We're doing Venmo, or you can go to our link tree link up there
Or it's in the chat.
in the chat.
All right, we got to get
All
moving.
right, we got Tunes 2158. Cheers. CA Scotty. Cheers. And we have looks like possibly a new person, Scott Gallagher.
Yeah.
Cheers. And we are finished with chat.
Did you get Mr. and Missy Richie J?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, let's bring on our guest, if you would. You know how to do this? I guess we're about to find out.
Let's do this.
That remove herself. There you go. Hey,
Awesome.
Nice.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Sorry, you are our guinea pig on something we're trying out. We now have a producer to produce the show instead of us truly. So we may run into some glitches, but you know what? What better way to do this than try it out with you, right? Because you're a man of new rules.
That's right, man. I don't follow any rules. No
I
guidelines.
noticed that, right? I follow you on social media, and dude, you're quite the character.
Oh, hey, Whitney Spence says hello with Colpix.
Nice. We're gonna probably hopefully do a barrel pick with him soon.
Awesome.
One of the best people in bourbon. I tell you what, he's one of the nicest guy. Saw there.
Love that guy. He was just up at Big Bourbon,
Joe's
up
old.
in Louisville.
yeah, Joe's over the dirt for the Big Bourbon Club.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's a great guy. His stuff. We had him on before, and we all love his stuff. So yeah. So hopefully we'll do a barrel pick with him soon. So Jeffro, I'll let you do this one.
Yeah, well, Barry, a lot of people know where you were. Not a lot of people know where you're at now. There's a lot of images and jobs, careers posting around that you're doing different things, but I'll leave it to you to tell everybody what's going on and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you are today.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate the invite to come on and chat. So Barry Brinegar, I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. Love living in the home of the bluegrass, the land of milk and honey and bourbon. My background is pretty varied. I was a U.S. Marine as a hospital corpsman and worked in the healthcare sector. Found I was in the operating room, found I enjoyed talking to people better. So got out of the operating room, worked for a couple of different companies. And as I'm doing this, I'm, just falling in love with bourbon. and started following the Lexington Bourbon Society around. And the first meeting I went to was it was with Jimmy Russell. What a great first meeting to meet a true legend in the world of bourbon. And so at the time I owned a digital marketing company, and I would talk with local business owners in Lexington about how important it was to be seen, heard, and found online. And inevitably, every conversation would go to bourbon. And so I met enough business owners who said, you probably should get in the bourbon business. And so I did. I wrote a business model, had some other co-founders. And the first person we talked to gave us what we were asking, which is, completely unheard of. We started first William Tarr back in January of 2020. And quickly, about a year and a half, rebranded ourselves to RD1 Spirits. And you've got a couple of bottles, a couple of barrel picks there. You can tell me what those are in just a couple of minutes here. But I love bourbon. I functioned as the national brand ambassador for RD1 Spirits, and was the co-founder. But it got to a point where I'm not a young guy. I'm not a spring chicken, and I really wanted to close my career out on doing something that I wanted to do and manage and control. And so that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm still working through. I still have ownership in RD1, and there's a non-disclosure that I have to adhere to until I get finished with that. And so I'm about 7 to 30 days completed with that non-disclosure. So hence the what's Barry's next job on social media. Having a lot of fun with it. I love it when the likes of a Stephen Fonte will send me an AI photo of him and I and his dog Louie sitting around playing cards and smoking cigars. So it is kind of fun to have people suggest that and send me suggestions for the Chat GPT, the AI generated photos. But we live in a whole different world now. And if you're this is fun. Chat GPT, it's just a fun thing. But if you're not using advanced tools like that to move whatever business it is that you have forward, you're going to get left behind very quickly. And so I just completed the Jim Beam industry conference at the University of Kentucky Monday through Wednesday. And a lot of the conversation there was talking about how to utilize AI within your business. And it's, very relevant. But, I'm super excited. I'm a, love Kentucky bourbon. I'm still going to be in the industry. I really want to rebrand Kentucky craft bourbon, and believe I've got some interesting tools to be able to do that moving forward.
Yeah, we attended the Jim Beam conference last year. Our schedules didn't work out this year, so we couldn't make it. But as far as the RD1, I mean, RD1's it's continuing on, right? It's just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at RD1, you were co-founder. What else were you responsible for? You did master distilling, blending, everything.
No, yeah, my background, I say I'm a self-proclaimed bourbon expert because I drink a lot of bourbon, and truly, if you're really into flavor development and blending, you have to sample a lot of different expressions. And so I was on the tasting panel that would help determine what we wanted to produce in some experimentals and would provide flavor notes. But really, my function was out meeting people in the community, traveling across the country, and really what excited me most in that position was getting to meet folks like yourself that are kind of trailblazers, and really, we have to push this American whiskey message forward, and it takes all of us to do that. And so that really excites me. But I really do want to see this thing continue to evolve and truly rebrand Kentucky. As we all know, those of us that are in the industry know, 95% of all the world's bourbon is made in Kentucky, but a lot of people that come and visit don't know that, or they haven't, they're misunderstood about that message. And I really do want to continue to tell that story and create some really good liquid.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're going to be looking into making liquid as well as just continuing to push the craft industry forward. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes. Yeah. So when you think about making liquid now, we're sitting on 18 million barrels of aging bourbon and whiskey in Kentucky. When you look at supply and demand, there's not a whole lot of supply or demand for making a lot of new make. So the economics aren't there right now to make it. But I'm going to work with a lot of production distilleries, and so I don't need to build a distillery. I just need to make sure to whatever I'm creating is going to be a Kentucky product. And it's going to help point the light back on a traditional approach. I don't mind experimentals. I don't mind doing some funky stuff. But for me, what really gets me excited is talking about bottled in bond. Is talking about the different variancies between a bourbon that is a wheated mash bill compared to a rye mash bill, and why are those things different, and really blending in something there to create a unique profile, as well as having great single barrel options. There are a lot of aging single barrels out there that are absolutely phenomenal, and the price points have just dropped to the point where it's approachable. You want age statement, you want high proof. Those are available now at a much more affordable price point than a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and that's all obviously related to the economy and the different things that are going on. But as far as you were talking about the craft is where it's at, really. I mean, we're kind of beyond the big boys. That's kind of where we hover, is in with the craft distilleries, the smaller craft distilleries. There's a lot of great stuff out there. We got some
Whitney
local,
being one of them.
Whitney being one of them. Cox's Creek was another one.
Yeah.
It's Cox Creek. It's Cox's, whatever you want to talk about it.
But anyway, so real quick, do you guys have a question in chat? Please, as always, begin it with a Q. Tyler will interrupt us and go ahead and highlight that, and then read the question to Barry too, just in case he cannot see it.
So we do have one from Chris Blankenship. Does the length of the beard equate to the quality of whiskey being able to be made?
Yes.
Oh,
there you go.
Let him go. It's got a tie on. How long did it take you to grow that?
I've been growing this really in earnest for about, as I go back on, when you see the timelines of photos from several years ago. So in earnest, I started growing it about 2021, 2022. But, I keep it nice and trimmed. So at first, as I'm growing it, I meet some guys that have some fabulous beards and sell the beard product. They're like, hey man, you can't trim under your neck there. You gotta let that grow because it fills out the beard. and you gotta make sure you get the right product. So here I'm selling you this product, which is great. I love the suggestions, but truly I trim off the split ends, but I try to let it grow, each and every month.
Yeah, well, you're definitely known by that, because I mean, I've told several people, hey, we got Barry Brinegar coming on the show next week or whatever, and they're like, who's that? I'm like, well, he's with RD1. And they're like, RD1, yeah, the guy with the beard. And I'm like, oh, I know that guy.
The beard guy, yeah, yeah, love it.
I gotta take Weller out.
Okay, another question on there? I thought there was another question.
Doesn't appear like any more has shown up in the chat just yet, but if there are, I will let you know.
All right.
So Barry, like RD1 itself, the history of that, and that name actually has a historical context to Lexington, right? Like RD1 name and the history. You want to say a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So when you go back in time and you look at the Great Whiskey Rebellion of the late 1700s, we were being taxed, and distilleries were being taxed, and there was a rebellion, and so they stopped that tax of distilleries. But in 1862, President Lincoln re-registers distilleries because he needs to fund the Civil War effort. Unfortunately, most distilleries don't come online until 1865. So the first registered distillery in Lexington, Kentucky was called the Ashland Distillery. It was formed in 1865, the same year as Jack Daniels was formed. So every tax district had an RD1, an RD2. It was the DSP after Prohibition, the distilled spirits plan after Prohibition. The registered distillery was in the 1860s when we re-registered distilleries to start paying tax revenue on those. So every tax district, we're in the 7th tax district in Lexington, Kentucky. So there was an RD1 there, RD2, RD3, that tax designation number, but there were probably 8 or 9 different RD1s across Kentucky and Tennessee at that time. So William Tarr grew up in Paris, Kentucky, and him and one of his partners, Tom McGibbon, bought the Ashland Distillery, and then it burned down a couple of times. In 1870, they rebuilt that as the William Tarr Distillery. If you know Tom McGibbon, T.J. McGibbon grew up in Cynthiana, Kentucky. He was the first Kentucky Distillers Association president when that organization was founded in 1880, and so he was everybody loved Tom McGibbon because he was a distiller, a farmer, and really did things very well in the distilling world and in the business world. So he was the first named Kentucky Distillers Association president, and actually had some interest in Turfway Raceway up in northern Kentucky. So he was also in the horse industry as well. Part of the Pendennis Club in Louisville, Kentucky. So if you know anything about the Pendennis Club in Louisville, Kentucky, they're pretty famous for creating some of the classic cocktails, the old fashioned. So you see a lot of history. And what I want to do is I want to continue to tell those stories and then rebrand Kentucky craft bourbon and whiskey. So for me, being able to tell that story, everybody loves a good whiskey story, a good historical context, but it all matters now, right? It matters that you have, if you don't have, and Pursuit, man, they make some great stuff. They have a good story with what they're telling through podcasting. So you don't have to have a historical story to tell necessarily, but you better have some really good liquid. You better have, some great labels. And now what's more relevant is you better have a good price point, because consumers are really price sensitive. I mean, I've got that. You see a little bit of my collection back here. This is probably 1/10 of the bourbon collection that I've got. But I'm consuming a lot of my own whiskey right now. I'm not really. I don't know how about you guys, what you're doing, but I'm drinking a lot of my bottles that I've got on the shelf.
Is that a Cedar Brook bottle sitting behind you?
Yeah. I love McBrayer. I love
don't get us started. I know you love McBrayer, but we love him more. We are one of the biggest fans of McBrayer. He's got a story to tell, because you talk about the story behind everything, right? I mean, no better story than his, I think.
The Judge, love it.
The Judge, and the history with E.H. Taylor and Desmond Dixon and Barry Dowling. Yeah, I mean the whole thing. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
We have a few more questions in the chat from a Gandy Road. RD1 was
from
the first.
Gandy Road, like a noun.
Gandy Road. From
Gandy
Road.
It's like a candy bar.
Yeah.
The Gandy Road. RD1 was the first to work with Amberana. What innovations do you have coming up?
Yeah, that's a great question. Let me talk about RD1 Amberana. When we first started, one of the majority owners, spared no expense. I mean, we were throwing a lot of different woods in the barrels, to try to create some unique flavor profiles. And when our sales team sampled the Amberana, they're like, put this in a bottle now. We can sell this. And we had a bourbon consultant at the time who said, are you sure? Because this is way off the track of a traditional flavor profile. And indeed, it was 50% of the sales of RD1 was that Amberana. And the key, the key to Amberana and really most woods, French oak, you can leave in a French oak barrel for a long time. It just gets better and better. But Amberana doesn't. Amberana is very unique. So for those who don't know where Amberana comes from, it's from South America, from Brazil, and they use that for a lot of flooring, but they also use it for their cachaça. It's a rum-based spirit that they use to finish it in, but they finish one barrel of cachaça, and then they dilute it in the equivalent of about 50 barrels. So you're not getting that concentrated flavor profile of cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice. There's a cinnamon apple, a strudel, and then it goes into this this crazy sweet profile. So spices to very sweet profile. The problem is that if you over influence Amberana, you get this punch in the throat of a cinnamon red hot, and it's like eating vanilla icing out of the can, and it's overwhelming, and it's one note. The key to Amberana is just lightly touch it. And let the whiskey notes also compete with the wood influence. The problem with a lot of exotic woods is that the TTB does not recognize that there's safety studies on a lot of these woods that people want to use. And so if there's no safety studies, then you have to fund this study that's about a $4 to $6 million study to show that it's safe for consumption, and it's just cost prohibitive. So you're not going to see a ton more of different wood finishes, just for the fact that there's no safety studies out there to show that.
I never knew that there has to be safeguards. I guess it makes sense, but I didn't know there have to be safeguards with them in order for you to be able to put it in bourbon and any kind of whiskey.
You got to show that there's no harm that's going to come to the consumer, like sassafras, the root. We did one experimental of sassafras, and it got through the TTB. Well, it's banned. So we'll never do another one of those. I think I've got one bottle left of it. It's phenomenal. I mean, think root beer notes in your whiskey, and really vibrant. It's really delicious, but you're not going to be able to consume enough of that to cause any harm. But again, there's no safety studies that would show that.
So how do you guys get it through with no safety studies?
Oops, somebody just so it was just approved, and unfortunately it's probably during that time of COVID 2020 to 2021, and a lot of things probably just kind of got through that shouldn't have, but they're not getting through now.
So is this whiskey industry wide, or is this spirits wide? Because could you not use an exotic wood that was used to age some other gin or rum, and then use that for a whiskey, even though it's not an approved studied?
Brewers actually can't use Amberana in their beer. So they can use an Amberana cask or a barrel that may have had Amberana staves used to finish it. They can use those as a secondary finishing, but they can't buy Amberana staves and put it in their beer. It's just it's not approved for that particular for beer. But any label that you have to get, and that's gin, vodka, whiskey, bourbon, you have to go through the government, the TTB. There has to be a formula that is submitted, and on that formula, it'll get bumped out if it's not an approved wood finish.
Okay. And that is worldwide or US wide?
US. Yeah,
Okay.
US wide. Yeah.
All right.
So there's whiskeys out there, foreign or like European whiskeys that you could say that don't follow those rules that we could get our hands on. Like there could be a sassafras and something like in a Scotch. I don't know if I would. Well, first of all, I would never try a Scotch, but if I did, and maybe I need sassafras to overpower the Scotch, could that be a thing or no?
It possibly could. Outside the U.S., there's a whole different formula for their labels that get approved. So it's possible. I don't know.
No,
it makes me want to go out and try to find a couple more of those sassafras bottles. Though.
I bet. Sure. All right, very good.
Well, yeah, this is an Amberana bottle right here, Barry. So
And that's the Kentucky Bourbon Festival's barrel select. It looks like last year. It looks like there's a or is that a
Liquor Barn. This is
Liquor
one
Barn,
of the first ones that I saw.
Yeah.
I used to,
What's the proof
you
on
see
that
the green label out quite a bit. And the one day I was going through Liquor Barn and I was like, what is that white?
What's the other one?
The other one is
Party Source?
it's a Greater Cincinnati Bourbon Society. It is a American
or rye?
It is a double finished in American oak barrel. So I don't know if you had any hands in either one of those.
I did. So the Greater Cincinnati, that is that's a bourbon and a rye that's blended together, and it's secondarily finished in an oak cask. And that one, I think, is that 115 proof?
it's 118.68.
That's the highest proof of those two whiskeys that are blended together.
Wow.
So that's a good one. I've got one of those left. And then the Liquor Barn Amberana, what's the proof on that one?
I think it's 112.54.
Yeah. That one's really good. I had one of the GMs of Liquor Barn when I sampled a sample bottle of that. He's like, "Oh my God, that's so good." And Brad Williams, the buyer for Liquor Barn, great guy, and he's done several barrel selects with us, but that one was really good. I like that. It's cask proof, but it's a lower cask proof. And I don't know how much y'all know about wood finishing, but a lot of times when you're adding wood, depending on the time of the year, the proof drops. So you lose proof when you're doing wood finishing.
I did not know that.
All right, Tyler.
All right, so we have Sandy Jones. Bringing the craft industry to the forefront is such a needed function. So many are stuck on the big boys. No one better than you and Tori to do this.
Oh, thank you, Sandy Jones. That's awesome. Yeah, Miss Tori, she retired last year, and so she is joining me now on this journey. So you're going to see, you'll see a lot more of her with me as we're going out into the community. But really, I'm wanting to enjoy this chapter, this season in our life, and I appreciate you saying that about Tori. She embodies that whole camaraderie. When we get together and we open up a bottle, we're telling tall tales and just having a good time, and she really does embrace that.
So as a reminder, folks who are watching there, hashtag Barry. Those in the random horse for the hashtag Barrys.
Yep.
We'll do 1 ounce pours of those, and we'll think of some other ones to throw in. I actually have it. I think I still have it left. A Party Source Amberana pick somewhere around here.
Well, we had a bottle, and I don't remember who did it. Do you remember we had the maple and the Amberana bottle, and we blended them two together.
Your guys' maple, and dude, that was freaking. That was the best thing ever.
It didn't last long.
Yeah, I like the maple, but I like it at barrel proof. It's so sweet. It needs that high proof point. We came out with a cast strength maple, and there was one that was down in the Texas market, and called Clutch City. So if you know anything about Houston and Clutch City, they I think they won a a championship, but before that they lost a championship. So they were, I forget the term that they called it, but when they won, they were then rebranded Clutch City. So they named that barrel pick Clutch City. It's got the state of Texas on it. I've got one of those. The barrel strength oak and maple, absolutely very good. The 99 proof, it's just so sweet for my palate. It's a dessert bourbon, and nothing wrong with that. But my palate's more of I like the hedonistic heat that you're getting from those higher proof points.
Yeah, we kind of become proof hounds.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
and you probably like rye too, right? You like the bolder.
yeah, we do like rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of us like Irish whiskey and Scotch, and some of us don't.
I think it's a waste of a spirit.
I like to say I don't discriminate on spirits. There's a palate out there for just about anything, obviously, but also a lot of us are, we know what we want, and that's what we want. We don't want to deviate.
Right.
Thank you very
So
much. Barry, for that.
what would be your daily pour if it wasn't an RD1 bottle? What would you go to?
Yeah, gosh, I really hate to even say this because I'm talking about rebranding Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
But Miss Tori and I, when we're sitting around, when we're closing out the night, we're closing it on that favorite, and you're not going to believe this. You probably are going to believe it, but it's Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye, and it's from the Coy Hill Rick House.
Yeah.
And some of those, I mean, I've got several of those bottles, and I've got an automatic buy from Tori. If it's 135 proof or higher, it's an automatic buy.
Yeah, right.
And I've got a couple of hazmats too. The Hero Selection, they pull those barrels for that Hero Selection. They really cherry pick those. So if you ever see the Hero Select, it's an automatic buy.
We got the rye version, also the bourbon version, and they're both are bangers.
Well, and the thing with Jack Daniels, it's not the Jack Daniels you used to be. When you drink growing up, you would just drink the old number 7 just to get hammered, just to Now, man, those little squatty bottles they got, you can't go wrong with any of them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a Jack Daniels barrel proof rye that I have not liked.
Yeah,
they are always good.
Yeah, they're so good.
All right, Tyler, what we got?
All right. Another one from Chris Blankenship. What are some craft distilleries that people should be paying attention to that are currently under the radar?
Oh, that's a great question. Thanks a lot, Chris. I love that question, and I think that when you're looking at true craft distilleries, it's we tend to forget the Whitneys, Colpick, we forget them. The Bard Distillery. I love Tom and Kim Bard. The Bardstown was named after Tom's ancestors, and there's such a great story to tell there of Bardstown. I do enjoy some of the non-distiller producers. I'm a fan of Lucky 7. I'm a fan of EJ Curley. I love Ashley Barnes, what she's doing, and Monica Wolf at the Blending House. There's some terrific stuff. Even you look at Potter Jane. They're not a craft. They're going to be a legacy distillery very quickly. In fact, I'm not sure how many barrels they're currently on right now, but they're doing things right, and they must be funded so well because they're not putting anything out. They've got barrels aging. I think they just announced that their first barrels that they laid down are just 1 year old.
Yeah, didn't they just finish their distillery? Just last year.
Yeah, not long ago, and so these are industry icons, been around forever. They're doing it right, so they're building it, and again, they must have really good funding, because they're still able to do that model where they're not going to put anything out early. So I love what they're doing there. I love the evolution of what's happening in Nulu, in Louisville, Kentucky, and Whiskey Row, because what Kentucky has done a couple of years ago is they've allowed anybody that has a Class A or a Class B distillery, a DSP, to get a satellite gift shop. And the importance of that is for me to have more touch points with all of these people that are coming into the Bourbon Trail. So you're going to come into Louisville. You may come into Lexington, but a lot of people don't stay there. They just fly into Lexington and then they travel to Frankfurt and to Bardstown. But the important piece of that is being able to get those touch points with all of these visitors on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. So I think the important piece that we have to remember being in Kentucky is that everybody has done that 51% corn tour. You can do that, and you need to do it if you haven't done it. But once you've done it a couple of times, you can teach the tour. So now let's move it into an experiential experience. So it's the and of bourbon. It's bourbon and a great sensory experience. It's bourbon and entertainment. When you look and see what's happening with RD1 in Lexington, Kentucky, Darren Turner is developing the Commons, and the Commons, they're building an amphitheater and a music venue. So a 2,500 capacity music venue. There's the largest pickleball court in the state of Kentucky that's there. So they're going to have national tournaments where twice a year people are going to come in from all over America to come to these pickleball tournaments. Well, they're going to have a bourbon experience, for the guys and girls that are 21 and older, they're going to be able to come and do a bourbon experience. So I think it's a complementary thing, but we have to continue to evolve the Bourbon Trail. We have to make sure that we stay relevant. I see people on the Bourbon Trail that have been here multiple times. So it's what more can we provide, and that's what's happening in Nulu. I mean, you got Nashville Barrel Company that's building an experience in Nulu. So you got Whiskey Thief that and another great experience, man. Whiskey Thief, you can go down there, thief straight from the barrel, create a 200, 375, 750 ml bottle. Custom label it, and what a great experience. Sit around, listen to music that's going on there. I love those experiences, and so we absolutely have to continue to evolve the Bourbon Trail to stay relevant to our audience. And so for me as a business person, as a marketer, I'm continuously looking at that customer avatar. So that customer avatar, we got people moving into that 21 to 35 age demographic. You got to treat those customers a lot different than, some of us old guys, so old guys, we're leaning into a different experience, but I can't do a 51% corn tour to someone that's like me, I could tell you, and a lot of people that come to the Bourbon Trail, they could teach me a thing or two about bourbon just because they're so tuned into it and study it like they would a college class.
Yeah, I think a lot of the discussion, at least what I've been hearing of talking to different people, is they want to create a destination place.
Well, like Hard Truth,
like Hard Truth, right? Or Dark Arts, where they got this facility. They're in an older, Jack's. What's the old distillery that they were in there?
The Pepper,
yeah. And they've got restaurants and shops, and they got the different. There's another distillery in there. They're a blender. We had them on a couple weeks ago. Gosh,
let's see. The Barrel House is there.
Yeah.
And then there's the Dark Arts, and then James Pepper is there as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. They're an experience where they do bottling, but they also do barrel selects.
Yeah. And I cannot think of the name of them. I hate that, but we had him on a few weeks ago, and he was talking about that being like a destination type of a place where You can come in, you can visit Dark Arts, and you can visit this, and you can do that. And instead of just hitting the trail, doing a tour, getting a tasting, going to the next one, they're trying to create that experience, as a destination type of place.
Yeah, you talk about an experience on.
It was Barrel House, I thought.
No, there was another. There was.
But Barrel House was on the property of all that, and did all that. So, anyways, moving on. I know we gotta get through these questions. Tyler, what else you got?
From Tracy Silly Yorkie, do you have an upcoming pet project you want to do?
Yeah, I do. I would, Tracy. I wish I could tell you.
What day number are you on right now?
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking it's 7 more days. I mean, I'm like a week.
Oh, we should have had you on next week.
I'll come back. I'll come back. But Tracy, continue to follow me on my social medias, because when you see, all right, I'll give you this. When you see that, you saw the black smoke of when they're announcing a new pope. When you see the white smoke post, it's coming the next day. So the white smoke is, there's been another project or a new pope that's been selected.
New Era. That's who it was.
New Era. Yes. Yeah. It's in that bottling location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler?
Another one from Chris Blankenship. Have you ever experimented with tonka beans? It smells like amberana to me, but they're banned for consumption in the U.S. as of 1954.
And that would be a big no, Chris. I haven't, but maybe we can meet up and do our own tonka beans experiment.
I've never heard of tonka beans in my life.
I take it, Chris.
Great guy. Only drams. Okay, so here's another example of an opportunity to lean into. Those of us who are sitting on 500, 1,000 bottles. This only drams is a great opportunity for you to catalog your bunker, but then get clued in to distilleries. Lean into the unique offerings. So for me, I mean, if I could have my way, I would partner up with Only Drams and create a super club of bourbon nerds. So the Lexington Bourbon Society, the River City Bourbon Society, the Poor Decisions Rick House, all of those get bundled together in this unique app, and be able to offer them something nobody else could have. Now, people are doing some versions of that, but give those bourbon clubs free access to content. Give them the ability to use that app. And Chris and I've talked. I maybe one day, maybe my new project will be Barry Brinegar's working with Only Drams to get distilleries signed up for their experience.
There you go.
How about that, Chris?
He might take you up on that one.
Yeah,
Right,
Chris is a great guy.
From Ashley McAdory, what type of glass do you use when tasting? What is your process? We love you, Barry.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ashley. The glass is important in when I'm doing sensory. I do a numeric value, so I'm doing sensory on every expression. So this is a glass that I've custom made, and this is not the glass that I would use when I'm doing sensory. I would use a Copita glass or just a regular Glen, so that I'm able to look at each one sample with the same amount of volume, so appearance, aroma, palate, and finish. And I do it on a numerical value. Probably a lot of other people do it very similarly, but you have to create a balance in how you're judging the samples. So for me, when I'm drinking for enjoyment, I could use a solo cup. But if I'm truly wanting to do like a neuro gastronomy where I'm doing advanced sensory and creating an experience, I really do want to have that Glen or the the Copita glassware.
You know what, Barry? You know what we could do with, and we've already shot this idea one time,
Right. Yep.
and we got murdered for it.
We did.
We did. We got our asses
At the
chewed
Jim
out.
Beam conference last year, as a matter
Yeah,
of fact.
we got our asses chewed out by Glenn Karen themselves. We had a meeting. They took a meeting with us at lunchtime, and we sat down, and I threw them the idea. And, man, they got so pissed at us. I asked them if they ever do like a solo cup version of the Glen Karen, and dude, they got so pissed.
We're a crystal company. We're not a
Oh, they got
plastic.
so pissed. We're a crystal company. We don't do that. And I was like, that's a great idea, though. But I mean, shit, we should, right? That'd be a great thing where a disposable Glen Karen.
I love it. I love it. You know, and have it be see through. You know, so you can see through it. You can use them at Whiskey Fest, at all the bourbon festivals. Because I mean, how many Glens do you guys have? Glassware. I got a ton of it. But you could make them. You could recycle them. Certainly you could do that. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a wonderful idea. Apparently, we're in the minority.
Yeah. One of the things, we've found, we've got our own, I don't know, selfish plug here, but we got our own Bourbon and Ballz glass. And it's basically the Kentucky Bourbon Trail type glass.
Yes.
It's a wide mouth.
Yeah.
And we have found that, when you have the Glen, depending on if you got a higher proof bourbon or whiskey, you don't get the notes. You don't pick it up like you would in something like this. I mean, these are great. Like you said, everybody's got one. We've got, like I said, got a couple hundred of them here ourselves, but we found that these wider mouth type glasses seem to be the best for higher proof.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with that. I think that you get a lot more opening there. It's not concentrated like that regular Glen.
Yeah, you pick up different notes. You get it completely different.
Right.
It's amazing.
All right. We got to get through these questions. I don't want to take Barry's time all night because he's probably like, what the hell, people. But Tyler, go ahead.
Anthony Scott says, it is so hard to fund it anymore. You've said it multiple times. What was the hardest part of your growth?
Yeah, the hardest part of growth is the people want to outreach their skis, right? So saying that you're in multiple markets, it's so important for the brand owner, for the brand ambassador to be able to meet people and to be able to educate the staff, because the staff, they're the ones that are going to recommend your product or somebody else's product. So the hardest part is the demand of having boots on the ground and being relevant to a crowded shelf. So I think that it's a whole different economic era that we're in right now. It's very tough, and so I think that Bill Samuels said this, and Jane Bowie said the same thing to me. It's like, you got to own the market you're in before you open up another market. And so I think that the fallacy is that moving into multiple markets, that you don't have the manpower to be able to cultivate and continue to be in that market is not working. It's not going to work. And I'll go a little bit further. The other really super hard part is that this whole industry is dominated by the distributor, and so an RD1, a craft brand, is not relevant in the eyes of the distributor. And when you look and see what's going on with RNDC now, RNDC is crumbling. I mean, they will probably not be relevant in the next 12 to 24 months. They're selling their markets. And so the problem is, as a craft brand, I'm one of 2,000 or more SKUs. And so if I don't have them on a bonus structure, for a month or for a quarter, I'm not being talked about with the accounts that they go into. And then frankly, the accounts that they go into, if they don't know anything about my brand, they're not going to recommend that to their customers. You know, their customers are going to be like, well, what's it taste like? Well, if I'm not supporting sampling, then the customer's not going to buy a $50 bottle without tasting it first.
Right.
At least now.
Right.
So I think that the hardest part about growth now is not having multiple markets. That's just a vanity thing that you're saying. You have to truly own those. And so for me, I want to own Kentucky. You know, I want to own the state of Kentucky. I want to be relevant. I want to support all brands, you know, legacy and craft. But I think that's really the difficult part is understanding what's your end goal. You know, is your end goal you want to exit? Well, that's not going to happen. You know, nobody's building a brand now to exit. Are you building a brand because you're truly in it for the people? And that's kind of where I'm at. I love the bourbon community. I love Kentucky Bourbon Festival. Yeah, I absolutely love Bourbon on the Banks in Frankfort, Kentucky. If you've not been there, you gotta go to these. These are the festivals that's what excites me, because I get to talk about bourbon, but I'm talking about it to, you know, I'm shooting fish in a pond. You know, all these people, we're all bourbon people. You know, and so those are I want to own Kentucky, and I want to support Kentucky businesses that are complementary to the spirit.
Yeah, you hit it. I mean, the festivals is where it's at. You know, the Kentucky Bourbon Festival is great. It's a 3-day event compared to the Bourbon on the Banks. It's a 1-day, but the Bourbon on the Banks, in our opinion, I mean, it's a more intimate, you know, upfront, smaller. Yeah.
Which, by the way, tickets are on sale.
That's right. They went on sale and they're almost sold out, actually.
Yeah, you better hurry. It's actually selling out faster than I anticipated.
Yeah, all the VIP and the early entry are all gone now.
Yeah, but still, general admission.
And they're limited, but yeah.
And then we're staying down there in a hotel, but yeah, that's a conversation for another day. Tyler, what else we got, buddy?
All right, I'm going to butcher this, but Google says this is pronounced Sagan Moreau. David Tanko wants to know your thoughts about that. He said the Remus Experimental 1 was phenomenal. First finish that blew him away.
Oh man, we got to get him on here to talk about it. I don't know. I like the story of George Remus. You know, I think we all know the Gatsby. We understand what Prohibition did. The Great Experiment showed us that you can't legislate morality, and you can't tell people they cannot drink alcohol. But gosh, man, I'm making a note to self to look that up and see what it's like.
Oh, it's good. It's really good. I like it a lot. Tyler, what you got next, buddy?
All right. So East Coast Whiskey Sipper says, just got off a Bourbonado meetup with Whitney Spence from Coalpick, and he said, you have the best beard in the business. Do you agree?
You know what? I've got a great beard. I don't know that it's the best in the business, but I'll tell you, I went to a moonshine and bourbon festival in it is Eastern Kentucky, and what's the moonshiner? Cotton. Anyway, it was one of the well-known moonshiners, and he had this scraggly beard, and I'm up there on stage competing against him. Now, my beard wasn't this beautiful, but it was a good-looking beard, and he's an icon, you know. So they voted him to have the best beard. So I can be beat. I don't have the best beard. I got a good beard though.
Real quick, Lip Service Crew, I want to comment on this, highlight them real quick. The Glen owns the design and they will sue you. You know what? You are exactly right, because they threatened they talked about lawsuits in front of us about having the silhouette. And so we're getting up from the meeting, right? And we're about to hand them our business cards, right? Bourbon and Ballz. And on our Bourbon and Ballz, our business card had the silhouette of the Glencairn. And I looked at Jeff and I kind of did that nod, like, no, dude, don't
give our card away.
And we politely got the hell out of that meeting, and I'm sure they'll never take another meeting from us ever again.
Yeah, like 2 days later, we changed our logo.
Yeah, we did. That's how we got our new logo, because of that conversation. Yes.
Well, let me tell you, because I've attended a couple of the seminars on intellectual property and trademarks and registrations, and the fact is, if you don't protect it, then
No,
there's and someone else uses that in print and online. You have to protect it, you know, because you then it's in the public domain. So
Right.
so you have to enforce that. It's a lot of people say, oh, it's the man's always keeping me down. But the fact is, I get why Diageo sued us or gave us a cease and desist when we came out with old WM Tar, because they have Old Par. Old Par is not even a bourbon. But they said, well, our sales team felt like it would create a little confusion in the marketplace. And we're like, okay, well, we'll just drop old from our name. So we changed it from old WM Tar to WM Tar and let it go. But those cease and desist are, they happen all the time. I've got a trademark that is absolutely going to get a cease and desist from a major brand. But I've got one production run in me. I can do one production run, and then I'm okay. I'll quit.
All right.
Oh man, I gotta be handling that bottle then.
Yeah. When is
It's
this coming out?
gonna be a collector's item. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Watch for the social media post.
All right, that's awesome. Hey Barry, buddy, it was. I tell you what, we could talk hours for this, and I don't want to take up your time, but it was great having you on, and I think you're somebody I would love to have continue to come back on and just give us updates, right, on the bourbon industry and obviously what you're doing. And if you guys don't follow him, where can they follow you at? What platforms are you on?
Yeah, so right now you can find me on Instagram. Facebook. It's for us old guys, and girls. We love the Facebook. But those are the two platforms I'm on, and that's where I'll be announcing, where I'm going from here. I told Miss Tori, I said, you got to start learning Twitter. We got to get on Twitter, but I think that my preference would probably be to start a YouTube channel, but there's only so many hours in a day, and I've got to run a company or set that up for success. But I'm probably going to look for someone to take over the social media piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do a damn good job on it. So
Yeah,
I like following you.
Yeah, and I think your future's bright. Like you said, everybody knows you, and you want to own Kentucky. I don't see that being an issue moving forward. Really.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'd love to come back. Maybe once I announce what I'm doing, maybe that will justify getting back on and really talking about some of the unique stuff that we're going to be doing. And I'll leave you with this. I truly want to disrupt the bourbon market. Not only in Kentucky, but I want to disrupt it across the U.S. And I do believe that that's possible, but it's going to take a really good team, and that's what I'm putting together.
Sweet.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right,
Absolutely.
very good. I appreciate that, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
But we'll be back in touch. We'll figure out. We'll keep an eye on your social media and Facebook and everything where you make your announcement, and we'll make sure we get you back.
Awesome.
Do appreciate your time.
yeah.
All right.
Barry.
Y'all
Thanks,
take
Barry.
care.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, man. Cheers.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Wow.
All right. That's very good. That's yeah. You gotta add us, and then
Come
you gotta.
on.
No. You gotta solo us.
Yeah, go click it. There you go.
It's lagging.
Not that you pressed wrong, but
And we're maybe not.
Do we still have audio?
There we are.
there we
We're
go.
back.
Thank you. Good talk, Tyler. So he's learning, guys. I don't know what's
You're
going on,
good, brother. You
but
got it.
he's
You're
learning.
good.
Yes.
You're good, man. This is all part of it. So, no, you're doing a great job.
So yeah, so you guys have gotten a lot better with the interview side of the top. Well, the interviews have been getting better. Tonight's production, it's a little. We need some grace on this one.
We do a little bit, but Barry was great. He helped us out a lot. I mean, he led us to a lot of discussions.
Yeah, and we'll have him back on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I first met him at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I think it was. Yeah,
I met him as well.
that's right. Yeah. So it's funny how you mentioned. Yeah, I talk to people. Hey, yeah, we got Barry coming on. They're like, who the hell's that? You know, it's like,
you
oh,
don't
the
know
guy
the
with the
name.
beard. You know,
Yeah.
Real quick on our next segment, I told you we're gonna have Keith Landon on here. Real quick, he's gonna talk about tomorrow night's festivities we're doing. We try to do this like once a quarter, I think.
Yep.
Although I think it hasn't been a quarter yet, but I think what it was
It's been like 3
we all.
weeks.
I know. I think we all figured out that let's do something tomorrow night. St. Patty's and March Madness, and we're all going to be on the television, so might as well have some fun with it. So, Mr. Patterson, if you could bring Keith onto the stage, and we're going to give Keith the floor. Keith Landon, how you doing, buddy?
Landon, welcome, man.
Good, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
I will let you have the floor. Why don't you talk about the festivities for tomorrow night?
Sure. Got a really cool Bourbon Family Feud type game that we're going to do in a couple different steps. We're going to have a couple different rounds for that. And we're going to, we have the questions weighted kind of like Family Feud. So your answer can be right, but it can be a lower number of points.
Awesome.
Going to give away a bottle from myself to the winner of that game. Going to give away some samples too. A couple other people are giving away some samples. We're doing the bottle exchange, which is absolutely a volunteer type thing. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Please come on and hang out for the other things. Our general rule on bottle shares is basically at very least a $50 range kind of bottle.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a single barrel that costs $35 and it's great, send that.
Right.
But this, I guess the big thing is this, don't get a $15 benchmark and make that your bottle. So going to be doing a couple different wheels all night. So we're going to be doing the Wheel of Death, which is everybody's favorite. Be sure to remember that you don't have to pour 2 ounces every 20 minutes. You can pour a half an ounce every 20 minutes. So, but other than that, we're just going to have a good time. We'll try to do this maybe once a quarter. Just an opportunity for everybody to hang out and play some games, and it's just something that I like to do for all of you guys, my friends. And I've done it's amazing what AI can do for you as far as creating some games. So it's exciting to do. We'll have fun. Invite whoever you want to invite, and let's just have a good time. So
yeah, we got the splash screen that you got created here. We're trying to get that shared.
Yeah, download it. No, and the text message in the just that one.
Oh yes, be sure and bring a pen and paper if you want to play in the games, because you have to show your answer.
So if people want to do the bottle share, how do they do that, Keith? What do they?
I know, Chad, you said that you may not be there until later, but if you can't be there or whatever, you can let me know. We can put your name and let you do the bottle swap, or anyone that comes on, we'll just create a wheel, and every so often we'll do a spin, and it'll say Charlie's giving away a bottle of Old Rip Van Winkle 10, which is probably what you're going to give. But and then after that, we'll whoever wins they'll be the next one to give away the bottle. We'll just keep that rotation going until the end. The way it works out, everybody that donates a bottle will get a bottle. So
yeah, so we posted that. If we could blow it up a little bit there.
That's as big as it gets.
As big as it gets, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the Bourbon Brothers feud. And it's the link on it is in our Discord. Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be the general. Well, actually, it's going to be the same Discord link you would use tonight for those who want to do Google Meets tonight.
Right.
Is that right, Keith?
yes, yeah, it's the non-Patreon one. So
Yes,
Right.
it'll be the non-Patreon Google Meets link. I'll put it up in our YouTube community page. I'll put it up in our other socials, things of that nature. About 8:30 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. Is that correct, Keith?
yes, and anybody that knows for sure they're going to be there, please let me know so I can build some of the wheels early to get those things. If you want to be in the bottle share, just shoot me a text or somewhere on Discord. So say, hey, I'm going to be there, so I get your name on there. And during the games, Miss Sandy said she will try to help, but maybe if we can have a couple people keep, like when we're doing the Family Feud, if we can have somebody keeping score each.
I could keep score. I could keep score.
Yeah, just somebody keep score. Yeah.
No, Keith, he's not Keith.
Is that sarcastical, Jeff? So
Yeah, he is banned from Keith on score. So, all right, Keith. So we will see you.
but that's it. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll probably see you tonight on Google Meet, but we'll definitely everybody can see Keith and the rest of the gang tomorrow night at Google Meet, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Look at our channel, look at Discord, look at our other social stuff, Patreon. We'll post it everywhere so everybody can see it. But
Yeah, and if you can't be there right at 8:30, if you got something going on, come on after, and so because I'm sure we'll be on there a while. So
all right, very good. All right, thank you, Keith.
Up, Keith.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
All right, thanks, brother.
Hey, man.
All right. All right, nice. So we got through those two things.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So how's your brackets going?
Well, I just saw in
That's just-
chat that North Carolina. Damn it all!
Oh wow.
I had
But
them
the
going.
upset
I had them
again.
playing Duke.
Wisconsin got beat too.
Oh, I picked that. I picked that one.
Oh man, I didn't pick that one. No.
'Cause I don't like Wisconsin because of Luke Fickle, and even though that has nothing to do with the same sport, I did. Yes, that's why I did it.
Do you ever not have grudges?
No. So, all right. So we have the giveaway tool here. We have hashtag Barry. We're going to run 2 times, like we said. So let's get the first one out of the way. Tyler, if you would share that Barry screen, and let's get that one going.
All right, let's see if I can do this correctly.
Stop the screen on that one. Yes, there you go. Tyler's learning, people. Give him a second.
Did
Just
anybody else
preview
watch-
the right one.
Did you guys
Nope.
watch the Duke game today?
There you go.
Yeah, good lord.
Man, you knew that was
I
not going to happen
thought
that way.
after the first half.
Go back to the first screen. Every time you do that, you got to go back to the first screen. Every time you do that. There you go. All right. Go ahead and then now draw.
All
no,
right.
we have to go back to the third screen.
Okay. All right. So for hashtag Barry, let's see who we got.
All right, here we go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what screen you do at this point. Go to the other screen. Winner is NorCal Dodgers.
All right.
Has he won? He's won before, it seems like.
I don't think so.
So NorCal Dodgers, do me a favor. Send us an email at bourbonandballs@gmail.com
yeah.
with your address, and we will send you some random pours that includes the RD ones tonight.
Yep.
Okay. Tyler, if you would get another giveaway tool ready to go, let's make
Yes,
it
sir.
hashtag beard.
Yes.
BEARD.
Somebody had hashtag wizard beard in
That's a
our
lot.
in chat. I know it is, but that was
We usually
pretty
try
cool.
to do one word.
I know, but
Yes.
that was
Barry's
pretty
beard.
cool. Yep.
Hashtag beard.
Yes.
Also,
You need to change it in the description too. So go back to the main screen. I'm sorry, I'm talking out loud with this. Go to banners. Stop that. Hide. Edit. And take out Barry and put beard in. And then save it. And then relist it. Sorry, I'm saying this all
You're
out
getting,
loud.
like, behind the scenes look.
Yeah, you are. This is how the show
Come on.
runs. There you go. Good job, Tyler.
as far as if you want to get into the
Yeah, hold on. Go back to comments. I know I got to do this. We're getting there.
if you want to get into the super chat, we're not. If you haven't noticed already, we're not doing the super chat through YouTube tonight.
Right.
We have our
Link tree.
link tree
Yep.
there.
So you have a couple ways of
Yeah,
doing it.
we got
Um,
PayPal, we got Venmo.
Correct.
I think there's Apple Pay in there too. I think yeah. So whatever your choice of fancy is there to do that, you have that option.
Scan the code and then
Scan the
it'll
code,
send you to
right.
let you choose whatever you want.
Right.
Choose your favorite adventure.
Yep.
Nice.
So and that's just a little change, just because YouTube likes to get their fingers
Oh.
in you. So
I don't mind that. It's just right now
yeah,
we need to get a few extra blocks because of this. Okay.
yep.
All right, very good. So Tyler, you're gonna have to probably work on while we talk about other things. Start working on it. We're gonna hand you probably our phones to let you know.
All right. Do you want me to go ahead and run hashtag beard?
Let's give it a minute or so. We'll give you till 9:30. Give you 3 minutes. How about that? 34 entries so far. We got 50 something on.
Yes. So
yeah.
Hashtag beard.
here's what you're going to, I hate talking this through live on air, but this is how we do things behind the scenes. Here's what you're going to want to do is go to the Bourbon and Ballz Google Sheets and pick a tab. And then that's where you're going to have to, no, it's already saved in there, buddy. B&B sheet. There you go. Pick under You can create a new tab if you want. I don't really care. Nope, go left. All the way left. There you go. Nope, there you go. That's where I would start typing everybody's names in as far as who's doing what. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Go to Patreon members. Sorry. Nope, go to the right. Patreon February. Nope, that's not it.
There's like, if you can see this.
Oh, I
there's
know what to do. Hold on.
17,000 tabs.
Go to hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I hate
There's
this.
literally.
I'm showing Tyler how to do this.
Go the other way. Oh, you say.
Grab the. Here, I don't want to come across the camera. Sorry. You guys keep on talking.
You got a glimpse of Shawshank there for a minute.
Shawshank, that's right. But next week, actually, we've got Chad and I are not going to be here next week.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Well, we're not going to be on camera because we've been kicked off. No.
You served
No.
Bob and Beth.
That's right.
Now,
Bob and
if you
Beth will
don't
be
know
back.
Bob and Beth, they're
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Uh-oh,
the
lost it.
you lost everything. Are we still alive or not?
Well,
Oh, we just can't see it.
there we
No,
go.
Bob and Beth are coming back on.
Here, you got to get up.
Bob the OG and
And Beth.
Beth
They'll be on next week. We'll have Onyx and Amber
bring the team
on
back.
next week.
Yep.
So that'll be a good show. And I don't know if we might be in the backstage or we might be on Google Meets or something. Yeah, I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet, but since we just found out about this last week, so we got
No, change it up. We get a night off, man.
That's
You know,
right.
we
We
can
do.
just
We get a break.
Sit back and watch. What do you want?
These glasses.
So I can see.
He can't see.
I can't see anything.
I'm gonna fold them up.
You don't understand how much work I can do.
All right.
Um,
You're right.
We're looking at hashtag beard right now on the. Okay.
Okay.
But as far as Miami made the bracket.
Dude, yes. Made it. Not only made it past the first gauntlet. Now
Right.
we have Tennessee tomorrow.
That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be a tough one. Tennessee's tough D. Miami needs to step up their D if they're gonna make it. But
But
you know
their
what?
offense, man, hitting them threes.
They're on it. And
Mm.
Sienna gives us even greater hope that there's
Mm-hmm.
they
That's
look
right.
really good today.
Man, dude
Um,
was sweating it.
yeah.
That's for sure. Wow.
But we also have in Ohio, we got Wright State.
Yes.
That is on the docket tomorrow, and Akron. So
Akron as well. Ohio State got beat.
Ohio State got knocked out.
Big Ten took a big old punch today.
Yeah. It was not a
Wisconsin
good
and
day.
Ohio State got out.
Yep.
But wow. But yes, best time of the year.
It is. It'd be awesome. Like you can sit down at any point in the day from
Yep.
early afternoon to late at night to just sit down and
Mhm.
watch basketball.
I think I'm in, besides our own, I think I'm in like 7 or 8 other different brackets.
Brackets. How do you keep them all straight?
Yeah, I have no idea. Some are on CBS, some are on ESPN,
Uh-huh.
some have their own little app. It's like, good Lord.
No, it's an exciting time. Even if
Yeah.
you're not like a huge basketball person, it's still fun.
Right. Yeah.
So
So while they're still dingling around over there, as you know, we have our barrel pick with Cox's Creek.
Cox Creek. Yes, Jeff. Cox Creek,
The old
yeah.
Rick, Charlie and Gandy will be heading down this weekend. If you hadn't were on
Picking
earlier,
those up.
we'll be
Do you
picking
know
them
when
up.
they're going to be available or to ship?
Charlie, when will they be available to ship?
What?
The old Rick bottles.
I don't want to promise anything. Just know I'm picking
Okay.
them up. They
You're
can't
picking them up.
stuff like
Okay.
Okay.
So
We're gonna pick them up Saturday. I can put stickers on them. And then
Right.
we,
It's
I need
pretty
to know
labor
what stickers and
intensive.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So local deliveries, obviously, we'll get them in a few days afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll probably ship the following week.
Okay.
So
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that sticker, and it's in your text if you want to share it. But the sticker on it, the tater sticker,
It's
yeah,
pretty cool.
there you go.
There it is. Is it? Can they see?
Can't see it yet. Where's it at?
Hold on. I can't see it.
The Colonel himself.
There we go. Nope.
Quit saying that.
Nope.
That's not true.
We see it. They don't. It's
It's
just
just-
moving around.
It's just floating around on the screen.
It's like a pool.
Never mind.
We'll get you the sticker. If you log into our Discord, you'll see the sticker there as well. Let's see what else we got going here. Let me look at my notes.
Yeah.
We got Chad.
No, Green River. I'm sure everybody's
Oh my gosh.
heard of that.
Yeah.
Already. Unfortunate for Aaron Harris and the 30% of the Green River staff.
Yeah, I know that is devastating, but I mean it is a kind of a consolidation. You almost kind of saw the writing on the wall when they were
Yeah.
bought by Bardstown, and
Right.
now it's Loftus. Yeah, I know. But Aaron will fall on his feet. I mean, right now, he said he's starting his own Harris Beverage Consulting or something like that. He'll land on his feet,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure. He's a good guy, knows what he's doing for sure. Turned Green River around. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Green River. First few years were. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Green River Foolproof, man. That is
Oh.
one of my and some of their single barrel picks.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So you need my Venmo guys. All right.
All right, welcome back, Shawshank.
I will say this: that there needs to be an easier way to do this. There's still too much pause. Well, he needs access to your Venmo. So, all right, very good. All right, let's see. I think we've covered everything. Oh, the Masters is starting up. Those who've already got a busted bracket, look forward to the Masters now. Everybody paid Patreon is going to get assigned 2 golfers, random golfers. And then obviously if you win, just like the Daytona 500 that we did, where the first what?
I can't. We put us back.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
You can't.
Oh, okay.
He's got.
Oh,
work.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
got work to do.
All right.
So, anyways, I said it like he's like a little minion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get to work. What is?
He's like the monkey on
Yeah,
the
he is.
typewriter over there.
So anyway, everybody will get two golfers and whatnot, and then
It's not at all. We recognize you, Tyler. You did a good
Yes.
job. We joke because we love.
But a
but
couple other.
hey, you know what the worst thing is right now for him is for us to talk to him.
Yeah. Right.
Because he doesn't want to hear it.
No,
Yeah.
because I don't want to hear it from you all when I do stuff,
I
and
know.
that's where the aggravation level goes over the cliff.
How hard is it for you right now to not be in control?
No, I don't mind. It's just I can
He's
feel
still
for
in control.
no, I can feel for him. Therefore, let's not aggravate the poor man.
Only you can aggravate.
No, I'm not even aggravating him. I helped him out for a minute.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, but hats off to him anyways for
yes.
producing his first show.
Um,
First of many.
just a couple other quick things. We mentioned earlier, Bourbon on the Banks tickets are on sale. They went on sale yesterday. The VIP, the early entry, all those are already sold out. They sold out that day. It wasn't very long after they went on sale. But the general admission, there was a post sent out today that they're very limited on general admission tickets. But those are still available, and the Twilight are also available. That's where you get entry after 4:00. Basically, you only get 2 hours to finish out the festival. I don't know what the pricing is off the top of my head. I think the general admission was $85 a piece or something like that. There is a 5% discount code if you want to use that. It is Ballz, capital B, lowercase b, ALZ 5.
Okay.
The whole thing's messed up because it's not 2 L's.
Can they put it in the chat? Has somebody got it that they can put it in the chat?
Yeah. Here, I can do it right now. I'll throw it in the chat, but that's the discount code. It'll get you 5% off. Let's see.
And then PayPal, let me know. I don't see a PayPal right now, which is perfectly fine. But if you PayPal, let me know in chat. A couple things. Notice of importance in the chat as I'm reading it. Happy birthday, Mr. Moreland. We are excited to have you on and chat, and hope you're having a good birthday. So yeah, cheers to you on that. And then David Tanko is making some jerky. No, jerky.
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 Okay.
Which, by the way, I found jerky over there. How old is that?
I don't know.
Well,
No?
you know why I don't know. You know why? Yeah, you know why? I put it in my mouth and I didn't know what, and I thought it was, you know what I thought for a second? I thought it was Tanko's jerky.
Well, it's been sitting.
I know, but I
for a
thought it
while.
was yours.
Yeah.
And I put it in my, it was,
What was?
I spit it right back out. Like it was like in pieces. Like it's like chewing tobacco.
Did
like,
your mother
it's
ever
just
tell
like-
you not to eat anything? You know.
I'm like, I thought to myself, oh, this looks good. So I opened up the bag, put it in my mouth. Oh, it just spewed right back out. It was like torn tobacco leaves. And I spit that thing back out. I'm like, this is disgusting. So yeah, I threw
Hey,
all the
Charlie.
bags away.
Looks like, can you check your PayPal? Gandhi says he is in for 2 by PayPal.
Also, the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, they announced yesterday tickets are going on sale April 14th. The festival is September 10th through the 13th.
If they sign up for the email, they get
Right. Yeah.
early access, right?
Right. Yeah. If you sign up for the email, yeah, you
Hey,
get one
Andy,
day.
can
at
you
least
double
get
check? I
notification
don't-
on it, Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
for-
see
for-
anything.
yeah.
I refreshed. I don't see an email. I don't see it in my PayPal. Double check, buddy. I mean, I trust you. I mean, go ahead and put him down for 2.
I did.
And then next month, April was the weekend of 17th or something like that with Spillway.
Spillway.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't make an announcement on that. Chad, why don't you break the news?
What?
This is your fault. Go ahead and tell everybody out there what's going on.
What that we are leaving?
On a Thursday instead of a Wednesday.
You guys can do whatever you want to
How are you getting that? We're not leaving without you.
do. Okay.
All for one and one for all.
Unfortunately, other things came up, and
Mandatory.
It is mandatory.
Yes,
Like it's
correct.
not something that I can't get.
And
out
even the
of.
boss is like,
No,
Yeah.
it's something that I have to do. Like it's non-negotiable. It's not like
right. No. Of all times of the year, this is probably
Yeah.
the most important
Right.
part of the year
it's
that
like
you have to
the
be at
main
work.
thing. I have to be there.
Yes.
Like
You're the guy who runs it.
non-negotiable. Yep.
So, anyways, we will leave right after that, probably around what, noon?
Yeah.
Noon on that Thursday. Obviously, it
10-hour
takes
drive.
10 hours to drive. We'll get in late Thursday night. So
Sleep in
we'll
the
still be able to,
We'll sleep in the car.
yeah, we'll still be able to get in Friday morning festivities, whatever those are.
Right.
It's just, unfortunately, we will not be there.
We're
at
gonna miss
2 and 3.
Crittenden on
Yes, we are.
Thursday. God, I wish.
I know.
Thanks, Chad.
I know. And I apologize. I'm sorry about that. And I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that to the McAdories, because we did tell you that we were coming. And then, you know, I'm not going to give him a hard time, because you know what? Above all else, work is important. And I know exactly what he's talking about. And I do know for a fact that he cannot get out of it. I tried. I tried to pull some strings.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, anyways, we'll be down there regardless.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you get West Virginia Bourbon Guy for one? I just got another
If you
notification.
could put him in, that'd be great.
Yep.
He'd be at the bottom probably, because he was the last entry.
I have him for 1.
Oh, you
Okay.
do? Okay, very good. All right, Chad. Tyler, you want to share the screen and see let people know how the sausage is made?
Hashtag beard.
Oh, hold on. Before we all do that, let's do the hashtag beard. Sorry. We gotta go in order.
There we go.
Yeah, hashtag beard. Are you serious right now, Clark? All right.
All right.
All right, here we roll. This is the take place of the pregame snafu. We apologize, but this is our first live stream that we've done with a executive producer.
Yeah, Tyler's paying for these
It will
samples.
get better, and we're gonna make some enhancements. We're gonna give Tyler a green screen next week.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yes, and we need to get some speakers in here, and
We
Now
got a few
understand
things.
and
Yes.
Tyler will have headphones and all that good stuff.
Yes.
But until then.
Yep.
All right, Tyler, you share the screen, buddy.
Yes.
Let's set this up.
Well, whenever you roll, we roll. Winner is
Lucky contender.
Brian Callahan, Mr. Idaho Potato. The Potato Man, Mr.
He's a
Potato.
potato man.
Mr. Potato.
He's quite the fisherman too.
Yes.
All
Oh
right.
my God, you see that fish he got?
Yeah.
Holy but Jesus, that was a big fish.
Yeah. What
Man
was
knows
it?
what he's
Did he-
doing.
I don't remember seeing what it was. What kind of fish was it?
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, no bluegill. I mean, it was a big fish. So thank you, Ashley. We understand. We still love you. Thank God. I don't know what I'd do without them.
Yeah.
You know what I would do? I'd tell your ass to find that way.
Yeah.
Hitchhike.
Yes. To Uber.
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 Yeah,
for 10
over
hours.
that. Uber 10 hours, that $5,000 car bill.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got that out of the way. Coho salmon.
Oh.
You know what?
Ah.
Cute. Look at Tyler. I like this executive. You think I don't like this? I like this.
This is nice.
This is very nice. I'm
Charlie
hands-free.
likes doing nothing.
I'm hands free.
I can imagine how good that tastes.
What?
Salmon's fantastic.
Yes,
Coho?
it is. Fresh salmon. yeah.
I've never had.
I never had coho, but yeah.
I love me some salmon. Though. That's my favorite fish of all
There we
fishes.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll smoke you some. And
Sample it. Put it in a sample jar.
Make you
I'm
like a
not trying to put him on the
pate,
spot.
a salmon pate, kind of like a pate. What do
How
we call
was
it?
your St. Patrick's Day? Tunes. You know what? I actually forgot about St. Patrick's Day so much. I didn't even dress for the occasion. I didn't go out for green beer or anything. I stayed in.
I made my own not home brewed. Made my own green beer and made my own green pasta. Put some skyline chili on it.
Salmon
Like-
jerky. Keith, that
Oh,
can't be
there you
real.
go. Yeah, it is. We actually went to Skyline Chili and got a
Did
Greenway. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, real
I was
quick.
debating that.
He
Yeah.
talked about a salmon jerky, and I
That's
No, that's-
15 years running.
don't know if that's
Yeah.
real or not.
Yeah. But I didn't have any green beer.
Hey,
My-
where'd my
my-
little coffee thing go?
my wife, she made her own green beer, and I turned around and looked at it. I mean, it was green. I was like, how many? She's like, that's only 3 drops. I'm like, 3 drops. Just one will do.
Super concentrated.
All right,
Yeah.
Tyler, let's run the super chat. Yeah.
And don't forget, you get the opportunity for Gandy's box back here.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the mailbox. So,
I wonder why it's taking so long tonight.
do not know.
All right, real quick, scroll up so everybody can see the names.
Yep.
You got basically the plus membership. Is that right, Tyler?
Yes, so plush memberships start at CA Scotty. We got Keith Glenn and Rick Miller, Wilmington Piper, Pete Micro, Ron Thompson, Stan Sabick, Gary McDonald, Gerald, Christy, Robert, Gandy, Patrick, Bourbonado Sean, Sandy Jones, and then starting at West Virginia, Bourbon Guy.
Real quick,
Yes.
so people know what a plus membership is.
Yes.
What it is they are part of a paid Patreon level. What they do is they select the $15 add-on level, and then if you do the math, $15, as we all know, that's basically equivalent of 3 super chats. But if you do it through Patreon and add the $15, you actually get credit for 1 every week, period. So there'll be times where, because we finally said screw it on this one, Jeff, I think, you basically get a super chat every week. So if there's 4 Thursday in the month, you get 4 super chats. Sometimes once every 6 months, there is 5
Maybe
Thursdays in a month.
Yeah.
You're just going to get an extra bonus too on that one. So if you're interested in that, mathematically, you can do that. So anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead
Oh,
though.
you're good. So we have West Virginia Bourbon Guy for 1, Stan Sabick for 2 more, Ashley McAdory for 4, Tracy Siliorki for 2, Gerald Romine for 2, George McLeod for 2, David Tanko for 1, Dave Vogelsang for 4, and Gandy Road for 2.
Okay.
That's the Gandy Road, isn't it?
The Gandy Road.
Gandy Road. Yeah,
Nice.
not a Gandy Road, the Gandy Road.
The Gandy Road.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Very good. We will. All right. Let's get that and go ahead and shuffle it. Don't you guys shuffle it 9 times, by the way.
Yep. Just making sure there's no one else saying that they need to be in there. I think we are
Yeah,
good.
We got it.
All right. And how long do you want to set this for, Charlie?
1:30.
Mr. Vogelsang says it's Grundy Road.
Oh yeah.
Grundy.
Or
Grundy.
Gandy Road. All right. Go ahead.
Grundy's.
All right. Let's get
turn that crap off, and then shuffle characters 9 times.
1, 2, 3.
And then another shout out to Tyler tonight. Thank you very much for producing this show. Again, it's the first night.
Yeah. Is it nice not having your computer in front
I
of
like
you?
it.
and
I
just-
really do like this.
I was wondering how you were going to handle it. You know, not
Are you
having-
serious?
Yeah, I really. I mean, I
that's
thought.
why I had to keep running over.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not having that.
Oh, I like this. This
Yeah.
is most. I love this.
Okay.
Absolutely love this.
For those that don't know, Charlie and I work together, and this is how he is 100% of the time. He delegates a lot.
But also, to be fair, I'm in the position
So
where
Charlie
I do
doesn't
delegate.
do anything.
Yeah.
Yes. Great leaders know how to delegate.
Thank you very
You're
much, Tyler.
absolutely right.
Thank you very much. All right, let's roll. It's very funny, Tyler.
It was pretty good.
How about you, Weller?
Let's go outside.
No, he's all excited because my daughter just got home, and
Oh.
now he's out of breath.
He wants a treat.
He does want a treat. I don't have a treat for him.
I can see this in his
See in his
posture.
eyes?
That's exactly what he wants.
Yeah, I know.
Give the man what he wants.
So yeah, see, Ashley says we love you, Tyler. Great job, Tyler. Look at this, all the comments. Ooh, what's that? Oh yeah, that's a super chat. Oh wow, we haven't even opened it yet.
Dude.
I'm going to
all
crack it if that's all right
never
with you.
mind.
Yeah, can we crack it open?
So Jeff is opening a bottle that I am throwing in for super chat tonight. It is the Good Times cigar back.
How much time do we got left?
We have 39
Yeah.
seconds.
All right,
What's the
if you
proof
can
on
full
that?
screen it.
106 proof.
Yeah, solo it. Nope, solo it.
Woodman's
Nope.
pick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did you got that in Florida?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That way they can still hear.
This bottle was I won this from BTM Dave on his channel.
Oh, nice, very good.
So
All right, who we have in the lead there? Tyler, you have to do the race. I can't see.
currently we have Pete out in front with Patrick and Wilmington Piper slowly behind. Dave V is creeping back up in the last few seconds. We have quite a few trying to come back. It looks like the winner will be Ron Thompson.
Ron, congratulations.
Rick Moreland said was missed.
What was missed?
Rick Moreland.
Oh, he was not in.
I don't know. That's a Jeff thing.
Savannah?
Rick. Can we put him on next week?
Well, we're gonna have to at this point. But
Yeah.
when did he Venmo? I don't know why you do emails. That get that just
Yeah.
drives me batty.
Rick's on here for 2.
I don't know for life why you do the email.
Well, it's just easy. I mean, it comes through my email. It's right there. So what do we do for that?
Sorry, Rick.
Well, we're gonna do 2 things. One, we'll add them for next week, and 2, we'll give them some random pours. I still don't know what they are yet.
Okay. So who won this?
Ron Thompson won.
Okay, and then we're going to get some.
And I will
samples.
say this: who's writing notes down right now?
I am, and I think he is too.
On Rick, make sure one of his pours ends up being the old Rick pick, because he and I had talked about this before. So, yeah, and it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Rick. Sorry about that. And then we will add your
Well, he
2.
gets an old Rick pick out of it,
Right. We will also add your 2 from tonight to next week's drawing.
so it's like a bonus.
Okay.
Well, see, you did win the old Rick now because we
Alright.
forgot you.
Mailbox?
You're gonna get the pick that we picked,
Yes.
so you'll get a 2-ounce pour. Now, real quick, take us off solo, or put us on solo. There we go. Real quick, is that who won tonight?
Ron Thompson won.
Thompson.
Yes.
The super chat.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Ron, you will. Oh, he actually also got a old Rick. The super chats. Obviously, if you think about it, we don't have one of those in our possession right now, so they're gonna be delayed by a week. Just so you guys know, the super chats tonight will be delayed just because we do not have everything in our hands yet.
So does anybody know who Ron Thompson is?
Yeah.
Who?
He's part of Patreon.
Okay.
No, he found us. I don't know how he found us, but hats off to him for joining. I appreciate it. And
Is Ron Thompson here?
yes, he super chatted.
I understand that, but is he here so that he can give us the note code for the?
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron, if you know the code game, NorCal Dodgers, he knows them. if you can get a hold of him, if he's in chat, we need the 3-digit code. Oh, everybody knows what the 3-digit code is by now, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, we guessed every other number.
If anybody in chat would like to help him out.
Well, he's got to be in chat.
True.
Otherwise, did we have that happen one time before?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
When we just got bumped, right?
We just got bumped for the next week.
Hey, put your hand all the way back there.
Nope, that's good.
You showed that off last week.
I know I did at that on West Virginia Mike's channel.
Mike's channel.
So, all right. So,
And what do they win? What would
I'm on it. He's coming. North Cal Doctor says. Dave knows it. I think everybody in chat knows what the 3-digit code is.
I
now.
think so, yeah. So yeah, chat, you want to help him out as far as what you win. I think it was a
there's a
Bourbon and
tab
Ballz
to
t-shirt.
where I've been keeping it.
Okay.
You got to find it.
And what was there anything else involved with that besides the
No, it's
t-shirt?
a t-shirt. And you know what, guys, a few of you guys, well, we're gonna move. A few of you guys are gonna have to check your emails. I'll probably do it tomorrow. There's some shirts I need to order, and there's some people I owe shirts to. Check your emails. I'm gonna send you a shirt order form.
There you go. What about glasses? We still owe glasses to some.
No.
Some Bourbon and Ballz glasses to some of you new Patreon members out there. Charlie keeps tab of that. So,
All right.
so this is the Good Times cigar cask finish, 106 proof. Woodman's, and he said he got this from BTM Dave
in Chicago?
Yeah,
North of Chicago.
North Aurora.
Okay. All right.
A limited rare.
Andy, no. Andy.
Andy Road.
No, he's not the one that's guessing.
I know, but he's given.
There, we said to give him, Chad, help him out if you know it, help him out.
Well, Gandy better be right. That's all I gotta say.
Well, if not Gandy's not, then he can take it out to Gandy.
All right.
Everybody knows where he's
Ron,
gonna,
we need you to answer, my friend.
everybody knows where Gandy's going to be.
Oh,
right?
Hat Trick Junkie is Ron Thompson. All right, let's get
He's
this
going to
straight.
be with Charlie down at Cox's Creek picking up our bottles. So
All right, shh, hold on.
Gandy don't get it right.
Can we? Was it point to order?
Point of order.
Point of order when you're in a board meeting.
You're trying to bring people to attention.
Thank you. So I need him to say what it is. I don't think he said it yet. Hat Trick Junkie is Ron Thompson. I need a 3-digit code from you, brother. Yes, that's where we're at. So what you do is you win a t-shirt if you get the 3-digit code, and then we'll reset it again. Yes, Ron does need to give a 3-digit code.
Wait, Ron has two names? What is it?
Ron's name in YouTube is Hat Trick Junkie.
No, Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
What does that mean?
What?
You've never seen that movie,
you've never
Charlie?
seen
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What was it? Pet.
It was
Pet Detective.
yes, Ace Ventura, Pet
Ace
Detective.
Ventura, Pet Detective.
Hat Trick, we need a number, buddy. We're all waiting on you. In the meantime, I know you don't know how to do this, and I got to show this again. You're gonna have to pin the Google Meets chat and the YouTube page.
Okay.
Did you get everything I just said?
Yes.
How are you gonna know what the link is? First of all,
Won't I grab it from Patreon?
no. See, that's where you're gonna mess up because it's not the Patreon link. Let me come back over and show you.
Oh God.
That's right, Stan. The hints have been given, but they might be way off. You never know. Let's see. What do we got here? Come on, Ron.
Ron
Play.
needs to give a 3-digit code, or when are we gonna call it?
Well,
Oh, he
Well-
said I just got on and don't have.
well, Ron, if you want to look through look up through the text up there through the chat, and somebody might help you out.
Oh yeah, Brian.
Hat Trick Junkie. There you are.
Maybe refresh that. Make sure that's live.
100 to 9.99.
Yeah.
And pen in the chat, you would. And replace the pen. There you go.
So yeah, there's
Now
the
you could go back to the
there's a
picture.
pin
All
for
right.
Google
Okay.
Meets.
So,
Let's see.
do we have a number yet?
Well, Ron, the hat trick is on. So,
All right.
there
So
we
hat
go.
trick goes 672.
72.
Keith, or not Keith? Shit.
Mike.
Nope.
What?
Tyler. Why would you say Mike?
Because Mike gave him a hint online.
No, Tyler. Tyler, why don't you reveal the 3-digit code, brother? We'll let him do it.
Why are you blaming me like I'm the one in the wrong?
Tyler, why don't you zoom in on you too, by the way? People need to see your mug. You can solo.
All right. There we go.
There you go. All right, Tyler, reveal the 3-digit code, sir.
3-digit code is 672.
Yay!
There you
Congrats.
So, Mr. Hat Trick Junkie,
Oh my God.
please send us your T-shirt size that you would like and an address to send it to at bourbonandballs@gmail.com. That way we'll get that right out to you. And thanks to Chat for helping him out. Congrats. Let's see, Whiskey Nose. Looks like you're a little bit late on that one. Sorry, buddy.
And then Brian Callahan sent me an order form for Glenn's. They're not for sale. We give them part of Patreon. I gotta see if we got any left because I think we're about to order another case. Anyhow,
Yeah, I think we got a few left, but yeah.
we'll see. All right. You guys in chat the hashtag?
Yeah.
Or not hashtag, but you guys the Google Meets in chat?
Yes, it is there.
All right. Anything else, boys and girls? Let's get off this monstrosity.
I think that's
Nope,
it.
I'm good.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Yes, thanks for hanging us. And Tyler, get us out of here. Anything
Thanks
else you want to add?
thanks to Barry Brinegar for being on tonight.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
And then Tyler? Oh, Onyx and Amber next week. Bob and Beth are going to be here.
Yep.
All right. Tyler, anything else?
Nope, that is it. Thank you for
All right.
everybody for all your patience.
All right. Well, get us out of here.
All right. Cheers, y'all.
You remember how to get us out of here? He's learning people. Scroll down. There you go.
No, there's.
Hey, real quick, don't do it. I've not updated the Patreon names, so if it's out of whack because you guys upgraded or you're in. I'm about 3 weeks behind, so forgive me, and I will get that corrected. All right, take us home.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Just pull the plug.
Double
Just
click.
Pull the plug.
I did.
You double click.
It's running. Why can't we hear it?
You got double click.
There's shit everywhere.